Stream is fixed. Sorry about that technical difficulty. But we are back.
Are you sure we're back?
We should be.
Hey, we're back. Alright.
So sorry about that disconnect, but just had to restart OBS and we are back live. So we have Adimestic versus Chewgum once again. Chewgum going for that random still. Adimestic sticking with Azoth. But yeah, winning this would put Chewgum in a very comfortable position.
Yeah, I'm surprised Chewgum doesn't want to just stick with the Nash. Although last game was close. He rolls Koji again. This isn't looking very random to me.
So Chewgum versus Adimestic. Bomb on the field. No one's going to pick that up just yet. Addy with the axe. And I do think that this is a good matchup for him to use that axe in versus Chewgum's sword or his bow.
Yeah, it's really going to come down to how well Chewgum can get in with his sword against the axe. So far, he's doing a really good job of just getting inside the axe's space during recovery frames. But just a few mistakes and that damage is just racked in Addy's favor again.
Both players of that yellow-orange health right now. Adimestic taking a slight lead, down in the set 1-0. Chewgum, though, trying to fire back, not quite connecting with anything on that bow right now. But there's a great side signature from Chewgum. Not going to quite be the kill, though. Gonna force that dodge, not able to punish. Adimestic right now, great neutral light. Gonna put Chewgum off the stage. Not gonna pressure that, though. Chewgum will recover safely. And he is at deep red, though. Adimestic approaching red here as well. And there's a great signature from Chewgum. That's going to be the kill. The early lead over Adimestic. And Addy's going to need to answer that immediately.
Addy really needs to win this game if he wants to stay alive in the tournament. Or in the league, I should say.
There are still plenty of other games for him, but he will want to take games against guys like Chewgum. He
gets the down air kill. That's pretty important. He did it surprisingly good against Pickle for the first game, but really flopped in the last two.
We are evened up again here in health, and Chewgum pressuring very hard onto Addy. But Addy has that axe again. It's all about Chewgum, like you said, getting in with that sword, and Addy needs to keep him out.
Addy's doing a really good job of spacing Chewgum out. Wow, yeah, it's just... Oh, is that going to kill? That kills it.
Adimestic takes a great dare onto Chewgum, and that's going to be a big lead in this game.
That was huge. That could probably decide the whole game right there on its own. All Addy has to do is stay even with Chewgum and trading damage, and I don't think he's going to have a problem with that. He's doing a great job so far. Wow.
And Addy looking for a comfortable 2-stock right now.
The dodge in down light. And Chewgum's already at red, but
Chewgum just did a great job there, and Adimestic can recover safely. Weapon toss not
throws the weapon early.
Adimestic looking for one of those signatures or a right now. Both players would die to almost anything, but Addy has a whole extra stock to work with. Chewgum's Sare not quite going to do it, and that Sare gets dodged.
Addy would love a 2-stock here. That would really help his confidence.
But Chewgum will find the kill, and Adimestic in a great position to end this, though. Chewgum going to need the Gimp for the perfect stock. Addy with the bow right now, probably
besides it,
just going to toss out the signature, and that'll be the kill, and that's 1-1.
Yeah, I'm pinning this game as important because I feel like Addy's going to struggle versus a lot of the people in this tournament. And this is one of those matchups that I feel like he has a chance to really do well in. Like, I almost want to say this is a complete 50-50 game. And this is a real good chance for him to get some wins in. Some much-needed wins. Every win is going to count in an 11-round season. Every win counts a lot. But of course, one loss isn't gonna change the entire outcome. There's plenty of opportunities for them to come back. So Chugum, again, game 3, decides not to put his faith in the wheel, puts it in his Nash instead.
So we do have that Nash versus Azoth again. And we'll see
He
if
won it last game.
We'll see if we go back to Shipwreck, maybe. That did seem like a good stage for Chugum.
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing either Shipwreck or Mammoth Fortress, just so Nash has some space. Doesn't have to worry about platforms getting in the way. He can just do his spacing game and win like he did before. Back to Shipwreck it is.
2, 1, Brawl.
So Addy does have a chance here. He has a much better opportunity to get gimps with the axe as opposed to Nash's weapons, which aren't very good at gimping. Addy already finding some early damage. Chugum managed to trade it off. Ooh, the double Sair.
Great job with the Sairs there. Knocks him into the landmine, takes the stock. That's huge. That could be absolutely set deciding for Chugum. Addy Mestic has a lot of work to do to come back now.
Going for the style. Hopefully he doesn't forget the bombs there. He doesn't.
Addy Mestic doing a good job of trying to bring this back.
Oh, yeah.
But Chugum is such a substantial lead right now, and he just needs to find a few more good hits to this stock.
Addy can't get hit anymore. He needs to finish the stock fast. That's good.
Big
if he can get
opportunity
this
for Addy. But yeah, he needs this kill.
He needs this kill so bad.
Chugum does recover safely. And he finds some unarmed damage and a bomb here. Gonna hit them both. Gonna kill himself with the bomb, put Addy at deep red, almost the kamikaze.
Not advisable from Chugum.
It would have been very worth it if it had killed them both. And that spear toss just not quite gonna connect onto Addy. Chugum does find the hammer. And there's gonna be a nice downlight scoop up for Chugum, and very far ahead of Addy.
Addy had his chance there to build the damage up and try to make this a bit closer. It looks like that mine kill early on might come absolutely critical to winning this series. Chugum, again, he's just trading even with Addy, but it doesn't matter because he got that early stock gimp.
Yeah, Chugum should have no problem with trading evenly right now with being almost full stock up.
He's losing out on some slight trades here, but it's okay.
There's another side.
He can just do risky stuff too. Yeah.
And Addy at red, really Chugum.
He needs this kill now. If he doesn't get this kill,
but Chugum,
okay.
Almost bringing Addy Mestic down with him. That would have been truly incredible.
He can afford to throw random stuff like that out because Addy's already at red. Now he needs to play a little bit smarter and just finish this game off and get the win under his belt. Chugum starting off 2-0 would be a dream come true, especially against the opponents he's been playing against.
And Chugum will take it.
There it is.
He'll take the set 2-1.
Chugum looking really strong today in his 2 games. Addy Mestic unfortunately losing 2, but he takes 1 game off of both Chugum and Pickled Potatoes. Not to be counted out just yet.
Yeah, Chugum beating Dobrain and Addy Mestic today. He's definitely got to feel good about that. What do we have up next here? Exo Ornimus?
Exo and Ornimus is definitely a game I want to see.
Ornimus going back to that Scarlet pick. Exo staying with Koji. If Ornimus is able to find good early damage onto Exo and get an early Scarlet 8 attack knockout, that's definitely his win condition here. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, I think Ornimus's game plan is probably going to be pretty throw heavy and just try to make sure Exo can't get on top of me. And I think Scarlet's going to be pretty good at that. He's probably going to use lots of spacing moves like Lance, neutral light, hammer, side light, side air, stuff like that. Just try to make EXO stay off of him. And if Ornament can do that, EXO's not going to have enough range to win the game. But it is a long shot. EXO definitely the large favorite coming into this game.
I love Chewgum right now. To all the people saying I'm not qualified, fuck you, I'm a beast. I like it in the Twitch chat. we have Ornament right now with the hammer. Taking a slight weapon advantage here on EXO. Health trading back and forth super evenly. No one really taking much damage yet. But every hit Ornament lands onto EXO is going to count a lot more for when EXO hits Ornament.
So far the damage is equal. EXO's doing a really good job with bow again.
Ornament trying to stay on top of EXO and come down with those dares.
He's just not capable of spacing EXO out right now. Gets some nice strings there, but EXO's just returning everything. Oh wow! The max range neutral sig barely nicking Ornaments for the kill. That was huge.
An absolutely big lead here from EXO, and again, like I said, EXO probably
Oh,
I would
wow.
consider the favorite
And
to win
it's
this whole thing, and we're seeing the strings of damage come out right now. Ornament trying so hard to get a weapon, almost looking a little bit lost here versus EXO, but finds that hammer, looking for something that can give him a little bit more knockout potential. Just needs a little bit more damage, but EXO not relenting at all, and that's an incredible slide charge neutral sig, even though it doesn't connect. The recovery will for the kill. Ornament will be gifted a weapon right away. He's going to put EXO into the ledge guard situation. Ornament giving himself a chance for a kill here. But EXO's just going to keep pressuring. Ornament still looking for that kill. Gets the recovery.
No.
The recovery won't quite be enough to send him off, but he's not able to make it back. Ornament going to opt for that Lance. A full stock behind EXO right now, and not even 2 minutes in. Dodging right into that bomb. Really unfortunate.
EXO just has all the hard reads on Ornament. He's playing too quickly. Ornament can't keep up the pace. Like, he's not used to playing people that play this way.
EXO just playing so very aggressively. And that's
wow.
A great signature from EXO.
He almost gets the gravity cancel.
So much damage, but Ornament is doing a good job firing back here on this last stock.
Fortunately, he's just staying even, which isn't enough when you're this far behind. EXO is looking to get the kill here. Finds the
Ornament
neutral
dodges
stick.
into that neutral stick, and EXO is going to go up 1-0 over Ornament.
The 8x bow just absolutely disgusting from EXO. And he's gonna stick with it, having great success. I mean, the skill gap between these two players is insane. I expected Ornament to at least take EXO down to one stock, but I don't even know if he'll be able to do that. He's pulling out the Koji himself. Clearly Koji's OP, so he'll just join EXO.
Three, two, one, brawl!
We'll see if Ornament finds more success with Koji or not. He starts out with the weapon advantage, but EXO not caring at all, just going in with unarmed and then getting a sword. Not even getting touched
Ornament,
yet.
yeah, having a hard time finding his way in, but he gets a little bit of damage onto EXO right now. EXO, though, gonna be reading that approach, and a risky gravity cancel from EXO, but yeah, almost connects. And Ornament in knockout range right now, big time. EXO looking for that kill.
You can see the difference in speed between the two players. Ornament clearly thinking about every move he makes with the bow, while EXO, he already knows what he's going to do before anyone else does. He's throwing the moves out before anyone else can even think about what sort of move he's going to throw. It's just, he's playing in the future. And Ornament is playing in the now, and it's too slow. EXO's just going to continue to hammer on him. Wow. Wow! EXO has absolutely no mercy. He wants to show everybody just how good he is.
Yeah, right now EXO huge over Ornimus. Looking like it's going to be our first set that's going to go 2-0. We've taken 3 games on every other one. But EXO looking for that 3 stock right now, and Ornimus getting juggled up around.
I think he's going to get it. I think it's done right here. Yeah.
And that's going to be the set for EXO. 2-0 up over Ornimus.
Wow. Absolutely insane. So, looks like we've finished up the top side of the bracket. Going to be seeing some new players. Got Crocky, LDZ, Stevenator, and we're going to see the other 2 games from Pickled Potatoes. Oh, and Twilight isn't playing today, is he?
Yeah, Twilight is at final round, so we will. Twilight and Zaloxery. Zaloxery should be done. And so Doppy and Pickled Potatoes, Stevenator and Doppy, Crocky and LDZ, and Crocky and Stevenator is what we have left. 4 more sets.
And for anyone curious, Twilight is not forfeiting these 2 games, is he? He's
no, yeah, they'll be made
tomorrow,
up.
Right?
Yeah, they'll be made up this week. They have a time picked out. I'm not sure when.
Are we streaming them, or are they playing it privately?
I will stream them if it's possible. It's very likely they'll play them privately, and I'll be uploading the replay.
All right, that's fair enough. So up next, we're going to be seeing Doppy versus Stevenator, right? If we can find Stevenator. Otherwise, we might go to the Doppy versus Pickled Potatoes game.
Would make sense, actually, just to get the Pickled Potatoes game underway so we can be done. Sloshula's in charge of this part, so...
I did see Stevenator in the chat earlier.
Yeah, he has been around. He has been watching this, I believe.
He needs the room
number.
I sent it to him in a PM.
Then we should have him joining up very shortly.
There he is. All right, so Doppy, someone we haven't seen play yet today.
Or Stevenator. I would assume Stevenator's taking that Bodvar pick and Doppy's going with his Azuri. We'll have to see, though.
I'd imagine that's what happens. Doppy is insane. I've played him a few times, and he's another one of those players like EXO that just plays so fast. And if you're not capable of keeping pace, you just instantly lose the game. But Stevenator is also another one of those players who likes to play very quick. So we'll see who gets the upper hand here. I feel like this is going to be a very interesting match to watch.
Yeah, expect this to be
LDZ's right. It's a Surrey, not a Zuri.
Yeah, getting corrected on some more pronunciations. A Surrey.
Thank you. Says the person who calls her Ada. Oh no. So do you have a favorite to win this match? I think it's insanely equal. I have no idea who's going to win this.
Yeah, I think either one of these players could take it. Maybe Stevenator 55-45. But absolutely, this one can go either way. I don't give anyone more of an advantage than 55 in this.
Right. I think I'm gonna put my bags in the Doppy train. I feel like Doppy might be just a little too quick with his guitars. I feel like the game's gonna come down to Doppy getting some sick edge guards on Stevenator with his guitars. We'll see though. Both players clearly very, very high level NA players. We'll see who comes out on top, going straight to Twilight. Not the player, but the stage.
Yeah, they are currently ranked 10th and 13th in NA, but these guys have both been in the top 10 for so long and can easily maintain that.
I don't think Doppy takes ranked very seriously, though. He's a much better tournament player than he is a ranked player.
I mean, that's the case with pretty much any of these guys who are in the top 25. But here we go.
That's true, too.
Sorry, versus Hattori. Didn't expect Stevenator to take the Hattori pick, but...
I think it makes sense. He wants to be able to keep up pace with Doppy.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Bodvar perhaps a little too slow. Ooh, actually messes up the combo. Unlike Stevenator, he's got a combo named after him for help. Both players just trading damage off to start it off, though. He probably
very
wants
evenly.
to look for a
Doppy
sword.
finding those Katars, though. And yeah, Stevenator probably wants the sword.
Oh.
That bomb's gonna connect. That's gonna be a lot of damage for Doppy. And here's a big Gimp situation. Stevenator gonna recover safely, though.
And despite what just happened, Steve is actually taking a small lead now.
And that down sig will be punished by Doppy. A little risky there from Stevenator, but...
Oh, that might kill, but he doesn't go for the side air.
And that's a great
Oh, the double
spear throw from Stevenator. Gonna take the early lead over Doppy.
That's definitely one way to get the kill.
Stevenator's one of those players you
Ooh.
just don't want to make mistakes against, but Doppy with a great read there to even it up.
Wow. Doppy again with the guitars.
Stevenator doesn't want to be stuck unarmed versus those Katars, but bomb bouncing around dangerously on Twilight Grove.
Both players just playing
And Doppy's
inside
gonna
each
have
other.
a sword pickup here, as he did get the double Katars, but Stevenator weaponless now, and Doppy finds more Katars. Katars on sword now, once again. Health very, very even.
Doppy getting a slight upper hand there, but he's already been taking a lot of damage from Steve earlier in the stock.
Stevenator trying to get footing back towards the center of the stage, and he does finally find some. Doppy not going to get punished for that side signature. And right now the pressure is coming
that
out
almost
from
kills.
Doppy.
Full speed. Oh. Stevenator taking the safe route. Doesn't want to deal with that down air shenanigans.
That landmine looking a little bit dangerous for everybody right now, and Doppy taking a substantial lead right now on Stevenator, as Stevenator is going to die to a lot of different things, but that side signature just won't quite do it.
And Doppy does a really good job of edge guarding. Stevenator was
Just
going
needs
to
to
go
keep
for
the
the bottom
pressure up,
platform,
yeah.
but Doppy quickly transfers over and just takes away all of Steve's options. As much as it looked like a Z, Doppy was actually just prepared to neutral air if Steve tried to get
If
in.
Steve had tried to recover, he would have died, so he tried to go around and just wasn't going to make it.
That was some really good play by Doppy.
And Doppy not really at a big risk of dying right now.
Not yet, but when he's that close to the edge, a side air will kill.
Stevenator will chase around with the helicopter.
I think Doppy's looking for some sort of gimp in the shenanigans zone. Spending a lot of time there with his guitars. But he's getting bodied by Stevenator right now. Finally getting some damage in. Oh, wow.
And that
That could have been really dangerous if it
hit enough.
tossed
That was
down.
such a big lead for Doppy.
Doppy
bomb
almost
will
hitting
time
Stevenator
out. Yeah,
into the
not quite
bomb.
gonna get the bomb
He
hit.
hasn't even been touched. Doppy's just controlling
Stevenator
the second
with a
or the
nice
last
stare
stock.
there. Not going to find the follow-up kill, but he does get it with the recovery.
Stevenator needs to get one of those nice unarmed combos if he wants to come back.
And just as
Is
you
this
said,
it?
there's the start.
There we go.
Stevenator,
Oh, no.
big opportunity, but Doppy will recover safely. Stevenator
Doppy
finding a
being
lot of
really
damage,
smart.
though.
Yeah, and just like that, this is a very equal game again. It can go either way. Doppy with a slight lead in damage.
Definitely
See
in
if
Doppy's
Stevenator-
favor right now, but Stevenator not out of this at all.
Oh, just barely missing the down sig. No, and he goes for the side sig punish, but he misses it. Doppy gets the down sig, and just
what
like
an
that,
incredibly
Doppy
close
takes game
game.
1.
Doppy up over Stevenator 1-0.
That was a great game 1. We'll see if Stevenator wants to stick with his Hattori or if he's going to go back to his comfort pick. He has faith in his Hattori. So we're headed to Shipwreck, I believe. Mammoth, my bad.
3, 2.
That's where, yeah, Mammoth Fortress. Doppy up here 1-0. Stevenator needs this game to stay alive.
Steve really fishing for that unarmed combo again. Picks up the sword though. Looks like they're gonna play some standard sword on sword stuff. Both players just looking for some sort of opening. Play. They seem. Did Doppy just kill himself? Oh my!
Doppy really played with fire there. Stevenator probably could have actually gimped him if he had been ready to do it right away.
Yeah, but he was busy switching his sword out for a spear. Unfortunately for him, Doppy is really pressuring with these Asuri Sig, something we don't see too often. They're generally considered bad signatures, yet Doppy is really showing that they have plenty of use. These down Sigs are just catching Steve every time.
Yeah, Doppy pulling ahead to a substantial lead. Stevenator's gonna need to find a big combo here. Doppy just chasing him around. All the recoveries hitting, and Stevenator in a lot of trouble.
Wow, Doppy is just controlling the pace of this game so well. Stevenator can't seem to deal with Doppy's Katars, and it's looking like this might not even go to game 3. Doppy showing that he is much more than rank 13.
Doppy playing out of his mind right now.
This Katar play is very, very solid, what we're seeing. I think the down sig is mostly really effective right now because of how aggressive Stevenator is playing. It really just counters. It has so many active frames, and Steve just can't spot dodge it or anything. He just has to take it unless he wants to space out.
Doppy could be getting a whole other stock up. There's no dodge for Stevenator. Doppy not able to punish that and not able to convert it to a kill. There's another sword combo though, and this should be it for him. But Stevenator doing a great job.
Himself. Does Stevenator kill himself?
Stevenator does kill himself there. And that was really clever how Stevenator recovered. He was going to have to dodge to make it back to the stage, but instead of dodging straight across, he dodged straight up.
He wants a non-arm combo to make the comeback, and he gets it.
A spot dodge from Doppy there.
The unarmed combo is just not going to be enough right now.
Stevenator getting pressured so hard right now by Doppy. Everything Doppy throws out is just hitting.
The chase dodge neutral sig almost catching Steve there. Doppy is just perfectly trading damage, and that's all he has to do right now. He doesn't need to take a lead. He just needs to keep what he has. And he's doing a great job at that. Every time Stevenator gets in for damage, Doppy knows how to respond to get the same damage in. Ooh, a really good dodge on the neutral sig, avoiding a preemptive death.
And this could be it right now for Doppy with the 2-stock. There's no dodge from Stevenator.
Doesn't manage to get anything. That was a good try, though. Steve just outplayed it. Oh my goodness!
The uppercut gets interrupted by the weapon toss there, but it's not going to matter, and Doppy's going to go up 2-0.
What a finish. The neutral sig would have killed, but the weapon throw saving him only for him to kill with the ground pound. Wow. What a way to finish the series. Doppy taking a really commanding role over Stevenator in both of those games. We'll see if that transfers over to his next game against Pickled Potatoes or not. Man, my predictions are on point. I didn't think Doppy would win that hard, though. That was actually insane. He showed no mercy.
Yeah, Doppy playing really well. And actually, like you said, him not taking rank too seriously, he actually has 220 wins and only 62 losses.
Yeah, but when you only play 222 games of ranked...
That's true. That is an impressive win rate, though. And he's still such high elo.
For sure.
Very impressive.
So, looks like we're actually going to be seeing Crocky and LDZ, 2 players we have not seen play today. We'll be seeing Crocky in one more game today. LDZ is going to be playing against Twilight some other time.
Yeah. So we still have Crocky versus LDZ, Doppy versus Pickled, and Crocky versus Steve. Yeah, this is LDZ's only
LDZ
game.
won in the tournament yesterday, where Crocky didn't even make top 3. Just saying.
Did they face each other?
Even though Crocky's coming in, no, they didn't face each other. So this is for all the marbles, I think. Who should have really won yesterday? Crocky plays a very spacing-oriented game, but so does LDZ. Both players have a very slow, methodical pace that they like to set the game to. So it's going to be interesting to see how they interact with each other. Some interesting throw combos from Crocky here. He does love those.
The Crocky absolutely excellent with the throws.
So Crocky is really taking a commanding lead so far. LDZ is having troubles just trading the damage. Oh, he's
Crocky's
trying to get in for the nair.
Using that
Crocky,
space advantage he has to absolutely maximum effect.
He's just doing a great job of keeping LDZ out of his space.
Seems like LDZ is starting to get a feel for how he's playing, though, and really starting to make his way in now. LDZ going for that risky neutral save.
Huh. Crocky hasn't landed a hit. He's been doing a good job of like avoiding LDZ's attacks, but it doesn't matter much when you're not getting attacks in yourself. And he just gets hit by a side sig and he's dead. So LDZ, despite being...
bringing that back very nicely.
Yeah. A bomb trade, I think Queen Nai is very open to bomb trades.
8 defense, not a big risk of dying, even with that much damage on him. But Crocky will find the ground pound on the spear, and that'll be enough to end it. LDZ with a little bit of a health lead right now, but Crocky gonna cover that weapon nicely, get some free damage. LDZ will find those guitars though, and Crocky is now unarmed.
Crocky seeming a lot more comfortable unarmed than he did yesterday. And against guitars, no less. But his guns are gonna have a great time spacing out these guitars, I feel like. Especially
on that slow Queen Nai. This is gonna be a tough matchup for LDZ. But he does find his way in there and gets a lot of damage.
Yeah. Looks like he's just going to go straight back to his spear play. It was working before. He just needs to get the damage in. Missing everything, though. He's just getting out-pressured by Queen Nai. Ooh, really good chase dodge.
Great job of bringing this back. Doesn't quite find the signature. LDZ gonna get a spear. Toss that for the guitars, though. And that's another side sig from LDZ. He pulls ahead in the stocks,
really
but once again, Crocky can finish this off pretty much immediately. LDZ's gonna find a little bit of guitar damage here, though, and if he finds that kind of string again, that's big trouble for Crocky. Ate a very low defense.
Crocky finally finding the recovery. It's good. He needed that. He's in a situation where he can keep LDZ off of his guitars since he's going to be stuck with that spear. LDZ not very comfortable with spear, but it doesn't look like it matters. LDZ is doing a great job.
Crocky going to need to play flawlessly from here on out to take this game, but
he's actually just
never mind, he's going to make a little mistake there and die.
So LDZ with the JV2, pretty commanding victory over Crocky.
Especially considering how far he was down on stock 1.
Yeah, he was getting bodied a bit by Crocky, but then Crocky just stopped hitting his moves. This is interesting, because I feel like Crocky definitely should have the advantage in this parry versus parry matchup. But LDZ is doing a good job of getting in with the guitars. And Crocky, for some reason, is just having issues spacing him out. Even though I've seen him do it many times before. He's not utilizing gun dare, he's not using gun nair when Queen Nai's above him. He's just using a lot of stairs. And it's not working out. It's not good against guitars. And oh no, LDZ instantly with a really strong chain, putting Crocky at yellow. This isn't looking good.
LDZ not getting hit by anything, and that's a perfect first stock. 15 seconds in, LDZ will take a bow. Wow.
What a stock. That
LDZ, he's another guy where there were a lot of naysayers about LDZ being in Brawl League Masters, and Crocky's one of the old legends of this game, and LDZ showing that they're new players with talent coming in.
Crocky is finally finding those nairs, though. Perhaps listening in on the stream.
Crocky just needed some advice from Orange B to not be bad. That was all.
But it might not even matter. He's a whole stock down.
LDZ has such a big lead right now.
And he goes for a nair instead of a Sair there? I don't... Crocky's playing pretty sloppy.
He's finding a ton of damage, though. He really is bringing this back, considering the fact that the first stock was perfect from LDZ. And LDZ!
LDZ just killed himself.
Oh my.
Not advisable. LDZ still has a pretty decent lead, but
yeah, this is
not
still
nearly
certainly
as good as a
LDZ's
full
games
stock.
to win.
If LDZ finds his Katars, but he's not.
Right now, Crocky doing such a good job bringing this back.
There we go. So just like that, the entire lead LDZ just had is just gone. Crocky is in the lead again. He's doing a good job of spacing. He's not missing his moves anymore.
It only took Crocky something like 70 seconds, 75 seconds to bring that so far back in his favor, despite being down an entire stock.
Crocky suddenly looking like a favorite to win again. Despite that awful first stock, he's playing the solid game that I expected him to play this entire series.
Just about to say, I'm expecting that neutral sig from LDZ. Hey, this is where LDZ, I see him sometimes get in trouble. He gets into these situations and panics. He's throwing out these risky signatures. And as long as Crocky can play safe and avoid them, that's all he needs to do to win. I mean, that's like 4 whiffed sigs in a row.
This is exactly what troubled LDZ versus Aloxry yesterday, is he gets someone down really low, but he sticks with the Katars who have a rough time killing, and he uses unsafe moves to try to kill. He spams his signatures, and he gets punished.
But there's a nice recovery from LDZ.
That's why his leads go down the drain so often. He does get the recovery, finally killing Crocky, but at this point, Crocky just has the lead, even though he should be losing. Like, this entire match is turned on its head, simply because LDZ has issues killing. And it's really too bad. We'll see if LDZ can get in there. It's definitely still a possible
stream is apparently lagging really badly. So as soon as this game's done, I am going to fix the stream. I'm going to restart it.
LDZ doing a good job of getting the damage in, but Crocky can kill at any point here with a signature, or even perhaps a side air. Oh, but here, a great job by Crocky, dodging through that, making sure he doesn't die, but the side air getting really close to killing. Another something like that might be LDZ's game, but Crocky, this is coming down to the wire. Either player's game.
Completely even. Right now, Crocky had a huge advantage just by having a weapon. Looking for those recoveries and ground pounds onto LDZ. Not going to find one. We do have Spear on Spear. And I'm expecting LDZ to almost be throwing out a risky signature soon here. Looks like Crocky's waiting for that, too.
Crocky messes his punish up.
And the ground pound from Crocky is enough to do it. And that's going to be 1-1.
With the great comeback, down a whole stop, too.
So we are going to fix the stream here real quick. Just going to restart that.